The House and the Cabin from Kaiju Arcadia. When I was 14 years old, me and my girlfriend went to my grandparents' house. We agreed to actually do a test of courage in the middle of the night, an excuse to go explore some abandoned and creepy places. We asked my grandpa if he knew of any places like that. He told us about an old abandoned house and cabin at least a kilometer south of where we were. He said that the house was owned by a man from Ohio named Derek Shod from the 1900s, but he suddenly disappeared and was never heard from again. We were skeptic of this story. My girlfriend and I weren't very strong believers of these kinds of things, so we decided to go to that location, not entirely spooked by that story. My grandparents didn't want us to go, but like teenagers, we disobeyed. We ended up sneaking away and running off in the middle of the night, searching for that house and cabin to the south. The only thing we had on us were 2 knives, 2 flashlights, and a few extra batteries. As we were searching, I could feel that the forest had eyes and ears. The entire way through, it was like someone was following us, watching us closely. When we finally found the house and cabin, a sudden cold breeze blew, giving us chills straight up our backs. We entered the house first. We found a lot of creepy things, like books about demons and witchcraft, strange graffiti that we didn't understand, some very weird paintings, and worst of all, at least to me, a bunch of dolls in every room we entered. The house was only a common American house. That's the way I'd describe it, as I'm from the Philippines. We were scared now, but we were still ready to see that cabin. So we exited the house and cautiously made our way over to the wooden cabin. It was about 50 or 60 feet away from the house. While I was walking behind my girlfriend, I heard a strange voice. "Over here. I'm here." I stopped right then and there, looking around, trying to find what called me. All I saw was a small bulge of cement. I approached it and then just stopped. I couldn't help myself but stop at that position. All I remember after that was complete blackness. Apparently, I blacked out. When I woke up, I saw my girlfriend also lying face down on the ground, just outside the cabin. We never made it to it. I panicked a bit and approached my girlfriend. When she woke up, she screamed, scaring me. "Leave us alone." I was surprised, and I took a step back. I asked what was wrong, and she said that a man had been following us from the very beginning. What? I looked at her face and saw how pale she was. She looked very frail and sickly. With us scared, and now possibly in danger, I gave her a piggyback ride and carried her out of the forest as far as I could. We soon made it to the dirt road near my grandparents' house. When I put her down, I saw that no time had passed since we had first entered the forest. When we left, it was 11:38, but when we came back out of the forest, it was only 11:39. A single minute had passed, despite us walking over a kilometer back and forth. I called my uncle to come pick us up. A few minutes later, he showed up, and we rushed my girlfriend to the nearest hospital. When I told my uncle about our adventure, he got pissed and shouted that we were very, very lucky to come back alive. He said that some other people had tried to investigate that place, but many were hurt when they returned. Unfortunately, my friend actually got a permanent scar from the damage on her head after blacking out. We didn't do anything like this again for several years. Luckily, we're both alive and well now, but we won't be going back to any strange cabins.